is going on, guys? It's your boy Dylan the Villain, and we're coming back at you once again with some more Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. It is Wednesday, week 4 of June 2001. We are marching towards our big pay-per-view event, but we have to get through the pre-show. In an abysmal pre-show match, the Naturals once again defeat the Haas brothers when Chase Stevens pinned Ross Haas with a chaser shot. That's a cool name for a finishing move. I believe it is this guy, Chase Stevens. Yeah? Is it you? Yeah. Alright. Ross Haas with a 14, Charlie Haas with a 16, Chase Stevens with a 16, and Andy Douglas with a 15. The crowd is not too impressed, and they don't like seeing any of these guys. That's why they're on the pre-show. So the segment got a 16. Good stuff. Good stuff. We move on to our other pre-show matchup, which is, let me see if I can line this up a little bit better. There we go. In our other pre-show matchup, it is Bryan Danielson taking on Kid Cash, and Bryan Danielson beats Kid Cash by pinfall with a cattle mutilation. Bryan Danielson with a 31 and Kid Cash with a 38. The pretty vocal crowd didn't seem too thrilled to see Kid Cash. While I was booking this, I booked Daniel Bryan to go over, and Kid Cash was going to go to complain about having to put over Danielson, and Danielson was just like, no, you're going to put me over. Started cracking his knuckles, which I just found it funny that BD was ready to put the hurt on Kid Cash for not wanting to put him over. But we go on to the opening segment, which is a promo between Steve Corino and Shane Douglas. And tonight, these two men will go one-on-one with each other to determine the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship after Jerry Lynn gets his title shot. So whether it be Rhino wins the title, whether it be Jerry Lynn wins the title, one of these two men will be next in line for our World Heavyweight title shot. We will find out who's going to win that match up here tonight. It is basically a hype package for our main event. It got a 67. We move on to the next segment. In our opening contest of the night, and about that didn't have much way of heat and embarrassing wrestling, AJ Styles defeats Carl Ouellet in 13:02 by pinfall with a Styles Clash. The match got a 30. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And AJ with a 30 and Carl Ouellet with a 25, which is nice. Announcing color commentary gave the match a boost. AJ Styles picking up another win here on television. And in a bout that didn't have much weight of heat and terrible wrestling, Mark Henry defeated Simon Diamond in less than 8 minutes by pinfall with a power slam. The match got a 39. Not bad. I mean, that's not bad. And Mark Henry with a 49 and Simon Diamond with a 26. And Don Marie did some excellent work at ringside, being Simon Diamond's manager. We're going to move on to the next segment. And it is a hype promo. As we seen last week, the Dudleys will take on the Minnesota Stretching Crew. The Minnesota Stretching Crew are the ECW World Tag Team Champions. And pretty much the Dudleys came down from the main roster, and they said, you're claiming that you're the best tag team in ECW. Well, we're about to find out if you are the best tag team. And they have nothing going on at the day of the pay-per-view, and they're challenging for the ECW World Tag Team titles. Does the Minnesota Stretching Crew have what it takes to beat the Dudleys, or will the Dudleys walk away as the ECW World Tag Team Champions? We will have to find out this Saturday at the pay-per-view, and hopefully I know for a fact the better team is going to walk away the winner. But will Brock and Shelton, the young rookie team, have what it takes to beat the veteran team, such as the Dudley Boys? We will have to find out. Stephen got a 66. Not bad. We move on to the next segment, which is a tag team contest. The Unholy Alliance, which is Mikey Whipwreck and Tajiri, defeat Roadkill and Danny Dorian when Tajiri pinned Roadkill after a brainbuster. The match got a 42. Danny Dorian with a 36, Roadkill with a 38, Tajiri with a 38, and Mikey Whipwreck with a 43. James Mitchell did some good ring work at ringside, and Tajiri and James Mitchell have excellent chemistry together. Not bad. Not bad at all. We are going to move on to the next segment, and it is a promo from Little Guido. The segment got a 56. Little Guido cuts a promo on Samoa Joe. As we've seen, Samoa Joe, this all led up to from the last pay-per-view when Samoa Joe took Little Guido's place in the World Television Championship match against Lance Storm. Samoa Joe attacked Little Guido before the match, basically inserted himself, took Little Guido's spot in the match, and Little Guido has been set out for revenge, trying to let Samoa Joe, letting Samoa Joe know that he is not, just because he's small in stature, is not the man that you want to push around. He attacked Samoa Joe, and as revenge, Samoa Joe ended up beating up and putting Tony Mamaluke on the shelf for hurting Tony Mamaluke for quite some time last week. And Little Guido cutting a promo basically saying, Joe, you can beat up me, you can beat up my friends, but I have something that you don't have, and that's heart. You know, ECW is just a stepping stone for you, right? You said it so for yourself that you don't give a shit about ECW. You don't care about these fans. You don't care about the World Television Championship. You know, like it's just a stepping stone for you for bigger and greater things. Once you get caught up to the WWF main roster, you see me, guys like Super Crazy, guys like Steve Corino, guys like Jerry Lynn, you know, we have to work extra hard just to impress. See, we're not under developmental deals like you know, like you are, like the Minnesota Stretching Crew, you know, like the Dudleys and all that. Like we're not on the WWF payroll. We're on the ECW payroll, you know, and we have the heart and we have the passion. We want to see ECW succeed like it once did. And you're just using ECW for a stepping stone for when WWF calls knocking. And I'm about to humble you in the best way. Everybody says that Joe's going to kill you, man. Joe's going to kill you. Well, you can't kill heart and you can't kill passion. And yeah, this might be a underdog story, but I don't see myself as the underdog. Not when you have the passion and determination like I do. So Joe, come to pay-per-view, I feel sorry for you. Because once I walk to the ring, the fans ain't going to be chanting for you. The fans are going to be chanting Little Guido. And they're going to be chanting and cheering even louder when I beat you for the ECW World Television Championship. The segment got a 58. Not bad segment at all. Little Guido pumped up. He is ready for his pay-per-view matchup. I'm excited for it. Hopefully Little Guido has what it takes to beat Samoa Joe. Because Samoa Joe has been on a mean streak here. Hopefully Samoa Joe Little Guido has what it takes to defeat Samoa Joe and become the new ECW World Television Champion. We are going to have to find out this Saturday. But in our co-main event, damn, he got a 60. Damn. Lance Storm defeats Steven Richards by submission with a Canadian Maple Leaf on TV. This is a pay-per-view level matchup. That was a 60. Not bad at all. Awesome matchup. Lance Storm with a 49 and Steven Richards with a 60, man. Stevie, he might be in for a push. I was holding off on using him for a while, and I figured I had some time to see where his stats were at, and he pulled off a 60, so he's quite a popular guy here in ECW. We might give him a little push and give him something that push him towards something that he had a shot to get but never had the opportunity to win. Who knows? Who knows? We're going to move on to the next segment, and it is Paul Heyman basically hyping up the main event to the big pay-per-view, which I believe it is Heatwave. Let's see here. I believe it's Heatwave. Nope, Hardcore Heaven. It is Hardcore Heaven is the next one. July is Heatwave. Hardcore Heaven. And he's basically pumping up the main event of Jerry Lynn, the former world champion Jerry Lynn, the heart and soul of ECW, along with Rob Van Dam in the dying days. Jerry Lynn was the workhorse. Jerry Lynn was the guy that Paul Heyman knew that he can put in the ring with anybody, and Jerry Lynn would deliver. And Jerry Lynn is looking to claim back that prize, that championship that he wants more than anything against the man beast Rhino, the unstoppable monster Rhino, the man who is running through everybody left and right. Jerry Lynn is looking to defeat Rhino and claim back what's his, but I'm agreeing with Paul Heyman on this one that I don't see anybody anytime soon defeating the man beast Rhino. He's beaten Jerry Lynn before. He's beaten Steve Corino. You know, he's beaten Just Incredible. He's beaten Taz. He's beaten all these guys that they put in his path, and he just demolishes them in no time, lickety split. Jerry Lynn definitely has his work cut out for him at Hardcore Heaven. But like what Little Guido was saying in his last promo, Jerry Lynn has that heart and determination. He has that ECW never say die attitude. So that's something that Rhino is going to have to overcome. This segment got a 69. World title storyline advances. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I believe we go to our main event, which is Shane Douglas versus Steve Corino. And Shane Douglas picks up the win against Steve Corino. This segment got a 69. This is a pay-per-view level matchup by pinfall after a power driver. But during the match, we also had Mark Jindrak run in and attack Steve Corino. The triple threat were at ringside. Randy Orton distracts the referee. Mark Jindrak comes in. Boom, hits Corino. Shane Douglas picks up the win. Shane Douglas with a 64. Steve Corino with a 66. After the match, the triple threat beat down Steve Corino. Shane Douglas doing what he is said that he was going to do, and that's become the #1 contender. He basically punched his ticket. He has a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. As the triple threat beat down former rival of Steve Corino and mentor of Steve Corino, Dusty Rhodes comes out and makes the save for him. The crowd loves Dusty. Segment got a 73. Dusty comes out and chases him off as they point at Dusty. And Steve Corino, he helps Steve Corino back to his feet. Steve Corino shakes his hand. And Steve Corino basically is like, come on. Now that the numbers game is starting to level out, come on, why don't you come back and try that again? As we end the show to promote Hardcore Heaven. That's, wow, 66, not a bad show. No popularity changes. That's good. That's good to see. But we have Hardcore Heaven coming up, guys. My name is Dylan the Villain. Like always, we have some new faces in WWF. That's probably what this is. Probably telling me that they're going to send some people down, or they're going to ask for some people. And I'll keep y'all updated on who they take and who they give me and all this stuff. But my name is Dylan the Villain. Thank y'all for watching, guys. Hardcore Heaven is the next pay-per-view. We have some big matches planned. We have Jerry Lynn versus Rhino for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have Little Guido versus, not Sabu, but Samoa Joe for that ECW World Television Championship. We have the Dudleys taking on the young rookie tag team of the Minnesota Stretching Crew of Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin. We also have some more matches on the card to be announced. We will have to find out at Hardcore Heaven to see those matches to be announced. But we have some big banger main event level matches moving into Hardcore Heaven. My name is Dylan the Villain, guys. Like we always say here at Pro Gaming, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for liking the video. Thank y'all for subscribing. I kind of been under the weather the last couple of weeks. Sorry that the video uploads haven't been what I would like them to be. I've just been really sick. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I've been completely drained and just struggling to make this video for you guys. I don't want y'all not to have any content throughout the week, so I'm going to try to pump this out for y'all. But my name is Dylan the Villain. Thank y'all for liking the video. Thank y'all for watching as always. If you're new to the channel and like this, the subscribe icon will be over the ECW logo. The ECW playlist will be at Last Night Results. And if you like this, but you want something a little bit different, we have SummerSlam right here. I'll leave the SummerSlam video to the WWF save, which is pretty much the main save. I'm doing the ECW save as something to get my mind off of the WWF as I book stories and try to make things make sense and storylines and everything like that. And but SummerSlam is right there. That's the last pay-per-view that we did. I left off on SummerSlam. But my name's Dylan the Villain. I've done said goodbye 1,000 times. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for liking the video. And like we always say here at Pro Am Gaming, if you can't play with each other, do what I'm doing right now and play with yourself. We'll see y'all on the next one.